Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Thor Volume 1, I think it's like Volume 6 or so of the sort of Thor, The Devourer King, the first arc written by Donny Cates. So, after my review a few weeks ago of Thor Love and Thunder, I wanted to go back and read something that was maybe better written. I know I have never read the Donny Cates version of Thor. I've been reading Venom, The Carnage. I'd read Silver Surfer Black, Guardians of the Galaxy. A lot of stuff by Donny Cates, and it was all really good. And I wanted to give Thor a go, considering it does actually tie into the Carnage saga. And I got the first volume and I started reading it and I thought, okay, it's pretty good. I do have some issues with it. There are some things where I think Cates loves to do certain things where he likes to play about with the characters, giving them different powers. So, I mean, my personal favourite, I've got the pop toy up there, is Cosmic Ghost Rider. It's Frank Castle, the Punisher, getting the powers of the Ghost Rider after selling his soul to Mephisto, and then becoming the Herald of Galactus as well. And I thought that was just incredibly crazy, and they did a couple of series with that character, and I just thought, this is bonkers, I love it. And the Devourer King starts off with Thor basically being the sort of the king of Asgard, and he's very bored by it. You know, he's not actually enjoying his retirement. To the point the first few pages actually flings Mjolnir down to help the Avengers, and Tony writes a funny note back as it goes back. But suddenly there's an almighty crash. They like the Warriors 3, Thor, and a few other people go to find out what it is, and it's Galactus who's saying the Black Winter is coming. Someone who is just an absolute void, the eternal darkness, like the end kind of thing. And to defeat him, he gives Thor cosmic powers, changing him from your sort of traditional King Thor to the Herald of Thunder. And I have to admit, long sort of blonde hair on Thor, the Herald of Thunder, looks pretty cool, but it's just something that has been done by Donny Cates a few times now, and he's good at writing it, but it's just getting a bit repetitive now. Who knows what's going to happen. But I will say the first arc is, 6 issues long. It does go very quickly, and there are some points in it that are just clearly fillers. You've got the big bad, the Black Winter, coming to Galactus, Asgard, and Thor and Galactus are like, nope, they're going to go and meet him and actually like cut him off at the source kind of thing. But to do that, Galactus needs to feed off planets to become more powerful. And so there is a point where Beta Ray Bill and Sif actually battle Thor to stop him from helping Galactus destroy a planet. And that goes on for a couple of issues, and it's written well enough, but it still very much feels like filler. And the problem is that I didn't want filler. I wanted to find out more about the Black Winter. I wanted to find out more about relationship between him and Galactus and sort of the end of the world, as it were. I wanted to find out more about the characters going forward, their histories, and what's been happening. And we don't get that. So that the filler just seems quite hollow, unfortunately. It's still enjoyable enough to read, but it is what it is kind of thing. It's unfortunate. We get to the final issue, and I'd have to say I do actually like the way that was written. Set after the battle, where Thor is in a sort of deep depression, and that's when we see Silver. You can't really see that from the glare, can you? That's when we see Silver Surfer picked out Silver Surfer Black just to put it there because Silver Surfer Black does make an appearance, and this is again why I like Donny Cates. You know, he ties everything in with each other. But Silver Surfer Black goes to see Thor and just asks him if he's okay after everything that he's seen. And then he goes back to tell the tale of what happened between him, Galactus, and the Black Winter. And the battle is good enough, but again, it's a good enough story. It's interesting. I personally love Cates, so yeah, it was interesting. Nothing as spectacularly special as I think his first Guardians run, or for that matter, the Silver Surfer Black, which I thought was exceptional. But to be honest, it's down to a lot of different things. I mean, Nick Klein's artwork in The Devourer King is pretty damn good. Like I said, I really do like the new style of Thor when he is the Herald of Thunder. But the problem for that is, like I've said, it's the same again kind of thing from Donny Cates. You know, we've seen Heralds of Thunder or some Heralds of Galactus before that aren't just the Silver Surfer. So I think it might be time to mix things up a little bit. But saying that, really good starting sort of 6 issues. Pretty strong as far as I'm concerned. Little sort of dip in the middle, but that's a pretty strong start for the character of Thor from Donny Cates, especially considering I was never a massive fan of Thor, especially the Thor solo series. You know, I didn't mind him in the in the sort of the Trinities. You know, when you've got the Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, or if you've got the Avengers. You know, in an ensemble cast, I think Thor can work quite well. But for me personally, even stuff by like Walt Simonson, which is regarded as like some of the best Thor stories you've got, I'd have them. I've read them. They're okay. They're good. They're good enough. But for me, Thor has never been that kind of character that I look at and just go, yeah, he's amazing. I absolutely want to read more. So, to the fact that I've read this first volume and gone, yeah, it was good. I might feel differently after I've read a couple of like sort of really good runs, considering this is coming off of what I would call a very bad Thor film. But we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to actually reading the second volume and see what Donny Cates does with that. But guys, if you have read The Devourer King, please let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe because it really does help me out. And I'll see you all in the next film.